What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to another video, and today we're making the okbassin Christmas wish list. Well, it's not really a wish list because I know what I want for Christmas. This might be different than what you want for Christmas, but this is like my Christmas guide to all the people out there. I know some of them. They know people who love fishing, but they have no idea about fishing and no idea what to get the person who they know who loves fishing. So I've got kind of a beginner category and then a more high level, like not pro, but like somebody who kind of knows what they're doing. They're not just starting off, because the lures you choose can be drastically different. I've got a bunch of categories. I got some poles, I got some lures behind me, and this is what I have that I would get for somebody else I know who's getting into fishing. So let's dive right on into it. Alright, so we're going to start off with hard baits. I guess you could count that as a hard bait. But I've got three plastics and 4 or 3 hard baits, depending on how you classify it. But the first thing you're going to want to get your person you love fishing is a square bill crankbait, because you can fish it literally anywhere. Maybe not flipping, but you can fish it pretty much everywhere. I have 2 square bill crankbaits here. This is a 6th Sense crankbait. This is, I don't know, I think like a bomber. I have no idea, but this crankbait I got at Walmart for $2. This crankbait is about $8 online. Now, there's pretty big differences, including detail and paint job on them. Right there's the front. This one's gotten beat up. Now, the reason that this is my beginner one is because of the price range and how it's built. This is a $2 crankbait from Walmart. Right there. Doesn't come with the sharpest hooks, but the hooks are sharp enough so that you can catch a fish for sure. And it's not the best quality, and it's pretty cheap, so that means that your person who's new to fishing, if they lose it, it's not the biggest deal. So this is definitely a great buy for somebody who's getting into fishing. And then this one over here, this is a little bit more expensive here. This comes in awesome paint job with great detail. You can see the gill plate and stuff. But the main factor is that it comes with sharp hooks already. And if you know somebody who has been fishing for a while, chances are that they've started to change out hooks on crankbaits like this, because the hooks they bend out and they get rusty and stuff like that. Ooh, I just yeeted that thing onto the carpet. Oh god. Okay, it came out. But that is definitely a better crankbait. This is a 6th Sense Crush. It's about $8. I have no idea what this is. I think it's like a bomber or something, or a cotton cordell. But something else I want to point out to you guys is, don't just buy the prettiest lure, or don't just buy, this is cool, it's got 16 colors in it. Buy something that the person you know is going to use. So you could ask them before you go, what bait fish do we have? Do we have shad? Do we have bluegill? The difference is that a bluegill, this is a bluegill right here, and this is a shad. So for a shad, you're going to want more white baits. For bluegill, you're going to want bluegill colored bait. In the ponds around me, I have tons of bluegill, but I do have a couple shad colors because I go up to the reservoir sometimes, as you guys have seen. But those are the first baits I would get. Definitely check these out. Leave a link to them down below. So those are the first baits I'd get. The second hard bait I'd get somebody is a lipless crankbait. This came in my mystery tackle box. No idea what brand it is, but this is just the overall shape of one. So it doesn't have the thing that these lures did down here, right here. So this is just pretty much gonna flutter. It won't dive. You can just reel it in straight. It'll just zoom. It's an all-around great bait. If you see any of these, definitely pick them up for somebody, because everybody has a use for these. There's nobody that really doesn't use these. And that can be in whatever color they say. It can be in bluegill or shad. And the last kind of hard bait, kind of not, is a topwater frog. Well, not really a frog, but topwater. So if I would get, the thing I would get somebody who is getting into fishing is a frog. This is what a frog looks like. It's got those little dangly legs on them right there. And it's squishy, because what this does is it floats, and you kind of just twitch it along the surface, and what bass sees is a frog on the top of the water like this, just twitching. They're going to come up and nail it, and when they bite down, those hooks are exposed like that. You set the hook into the fish's mouth. Now, I would get this is a Booyah Pad Crasher, and I would get a black color, because black casts more of a shadow than something with a white. And look on the bottom of the bait. Make sure you're not looking at the top. Look at the bottom, because that's what the fish see. So I would get a black because it makes a bigger shadow, and I absolutely love frog fishing, so it'd be awesome if people could get into it also, including beginners. Now, if you have somebody who has been fishing for a while, I would recommend getting them the River to Sea Whopper Plopper, because that bait right there is pretty awesome. It floats as well, but you don't really, it's plastic. It's not soft. But what you do is you just reel this thing, and this back foot right here just kicks. And it creates a bunch of disturbance. Now these are going to be a little bit more expensive, upwards towards like $15. You can get them, there's a bunch of different sizes, but I would get, this is the 90. The 90 is an all-around great size. You can ask them, you know, if you want to, you can ask them what size they want. This is in a white. I also have a black as well. But that is about all of my hard baits. So let's get into, I have 3 soft plastic baits for you guys. First one is a Senko. Now, I have 2 packs up here because I want to show you guys what they look like. They're pretty much just the most basic things ever. They look like a log. So these are some I have right here. These are the Yum Dingers. This is the Dinger by Yum. This is about $3 for a pack of these. These are pretty good Senkos for a beginner. I would get these for a beginner. These are definitely the beginner ones because they're cheap and they get the job done, and you can catch fish on them. They just kill. That's the more like beginner Senko, but definitely the more expensive one. This is $8 for a pack of these. These are the Gary Yamamoto Senkos. These have more salt in them, and they have more flutter on the way down, because what you're going to do is you're going to cast it out there, and it's going to sit there, and it's just going to flutter on its way down. And these are a bass killing machine. These are $8. More expensive, but they will catch you tons more fish. Also, another quick thing I recommend is getting green pumpkin. What? Okay, all right. Get green pumpkin because it's a more natural color. It's not going to be, you know, you can get other colors, but I just recommend green pumpkin because it's an all-around great color. You're not really going to be fishing a Senko if it's really muddy waters anyway, so just get a green pumpkin. More colored little worm. The next thing, this is the first category, or first item I have that fits both better, like more experienced anglers and beginners. And that is a crawl, because you can fish this so many ways. These are the power bait jigger crawls. So what these do, holy crap, if you guys don't know anything about power bait, they smell. But what these do is you break these apart, these appendages up here, and they just kick. They just swim it back, and you can just hop it. They swim, you know, Larry's already wanting a bite of this thing. You can swim it. It's such a versatile bait, and you can put it on almost anything. Put it on the back of jigs. Awesome, awesome all-around bait. Just any crawl will work for them. You know, this the Berkeley Power Bait Jigger Crawl is about $5. Come on. it works. Again, you can do it in, I'd either do black and blue or green pumpkin because those are the main two colors that people like to use. Last but not least for our bait selection is a swim bait. Now this is a Rage Swimmer by Strike King. And what this does is it's just a little paddle tail. You guys can see that. I'm trying not to take it out. But it's just a little worm basically like those. But it's got a little boot. If you guys can imagine a boot. It's got a boot on it. And that boot just sits there and it just paddles back and forth. And it looks exactly like a bait fish. You can catch so many fish on those. You put them on the back of jigs. You can put them on almost anything and try. You can pretty much, they just kill fish. So I'd get those. These are about $5. Whoa. Yeah, these are about $5. I'd get these. Awesome, awesome baits. Now finally, we're on to like more. Actually, no, I'm gonna do one of these bad boys. So this is a mystery tackle box, and what this is a subscription-based box. It comes to your box, comes to your house monthly. $15 you can get this box. You know, come with about like 30, sometimes even $40 worth of baits inside. So what you just gotta do is go to mysterytacklebox.com. You can choose how long you want your subscription to be. It can be 1 month and you can cancel. It can be 6 months, a year. But it's about $15 per box, like I said. But it's an awesome, awesome deal. Definitely check these guys out. We'll put them in the link below. But we do have some line. And a line, yeah, you guys know, it's essential. You can't catch fish without line. So this is Berkeley Vanish fluorocarbon. And basically what this is a beginner style fluorocarbon. Fluorocarbon is what all the pros are using. It's pretty much the most like bang for your buck, I guess I could say, out on the market. So if you guys definitely have someone who's more experienced, I'd say get them like Seagar or something like that. Anything Seagar they really should be able to use. And if you have a beginner, get them this because this will help them out a bunch. And then finally, we get to hooks and weights, and this is something very important because this is what connects you with that fish. This is what is in their mouth. And you want quality hooks. You don't want cheap hooks like on the one crankbait. This is a 4/0 EWG hook right there. You can get packs of these, but these absolutely kill fish. You can put these on every single plastic I just showed you. And with those, I would definitely get a 1/4 ounce bullet weight. And what you're going to do is it's going to slide. You're going to put this on your line before you tie it off. And it's going to be like this on the weight or on the hook. And what it's going to do is just going to drag it, or it adds weight and you can swim it, or you can just hop it or drag it. It's the most versatile rigging setup out there. So definitely just get those two things. And we're going to dive into rods and reels. Okay, so probably one of the best gifts I ever got on Christmas morning was my Abu Garcia Black Max, because it is such a versatile reel and still a great reel. I use it today after 4 years. And it allows me to do so much. It's allowed me to do so much. And I'm still trying out new things with it. But recently they've partnered with Berkeley, and they've come across with one of the cheapest rods on the market for bait casting, which is the Berkeley Cherrywood, and now they sell combos with the Black Max on there. Now, this Black Max didn't come with this Cherrywood. I have about 4 Cherrywoods over there because I'm a budget angler, you know, I'm a kid. So, this is one of the best setups out there. You know, this will allow the person who's getting into fishing to really become a lot more sophisticated and advanced angler. Now, if they are already sophisticated and kind of know what they're doing, I would get them the Lose Carbon Fire combo, because I have this. It's a Lose Speed Stick. This retails at about, I think, like $120. But this is an absolute amazing reel. I mean, the rod is so versatile. You can use it for literally anything. And then you get this really quality reel with these wind grips. It's just an amazing all-around reel. You You can use it for anything. This retails for about 120 bucks, like I said. But those are bait casting. And if you gotta choose, definitely get them the cheaper bait caster, because that way they can learn how to use one. But if they already do know how to use one, definitely get them the more higher end. Because learning to use one is probably one of the most important steps of becoming an angler. Now, for spinning reels, I have the Fluger, what is it? Summit XT. This is a $60 spinning reel right here. Really nice spinning reel. Awesome, awesome. I beat the crap out of it. It's got scratches all over it. Still works to perfection. I have that on a 13 Fishing SE. I think that's what it is. Origin SE. Yeah, that's the combo it came with. So I'd get that combo, the Origin SE, which is about 80 bucks. Or you can get just this reel for about 60. Both work amazing. I just only had my Origin. The reel froze up, so I had to get a new one. And then finally, for your cheaper spinning reel, I have, this is the Abu Garcia Cardinal Z. I got this at Walmart for my dad for 35 bucks, but he doesn't use it, so I use it for smaller creek missions. Still works really well. This isn't the rod that comes with it. I took the rod off it. This is a Fluger rod, IM6, so it's a pretty high-end rod. So it's made of nice material. It's more expensive, but definitely get the Cardinal Z combo by Abu Garcia. Great combo. They know what they're doing over there at Abu Garcia. Check them out. So, hope that helped you guys with your Christmas shopping. If you guys enjoyed, let me know down below what you guys want to see. Like I said, let me know down below. Let me know down below. Hope you guys enjoyed watching. I'm your host, Owen. Make sure you subscribe and like the video. We'll catch you guys on the next one. See ya!